Just want him to catch a message through the pain, through the hurt. Just want him to catch a message. Keep on hustling, putting work. Just want him to catch a message. Stand tall and fight back. Let him know you ain't gotta live like that. Catch a message through the pain, through the hurt. Just want him to catch a message. Keep on hustling, putting work. Just want him to catch a message. Stand tall and fight back. Let him know you ain't gotta live like that.
I look around like where the good times at. I just wanna bring the good times back. And if the good die young, why am I still alive? Maybe I deserve that fact. And the stars only shine when the dark come. Got me thinking about where I got my start from. We the new breed, who are we? We the lost ones. We the generation that embrace it like an art form. Here we go. And if we sitting in a tight spot, then you in the right spot. Man, I swear to God, I done been there. One shot like stop. Shot I lost a lot of homies that were here and they vanished in the thin air. Yeah, it's like a roll of the dice. Pay the ultimate price. So do you stand up and fight? Do you throw in the side when safe? I'm out or stand tall and prepare for the fight of your life. See me, I still battle with a...
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Survivor Series. It's been a minute, y'all. I haven't done a live in a really long time. I'm rebuilding my platform. I got hacked in October of last fall. I lost 230,000 followers with my No More Heroin nonprofit page and my Higgy 2.0 page. So I'm rebuilding, just getting moving again. And I just want to tell you, I'm grateful and honored to be here, to be able to share messages of hope, these inspirational testimonies of people that have been overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. I have an amazing guest. I met Tara Littlefield. The segment is called Tara Littlefield, From Broken to Beautiful, and she is what this show is all about. Why I showcase testimonies of people, because really, our stories are the only real weapon we have in fighting this stigma of addiction. You know, people that are willing to step out of the shadows and share their message of hope with other people. I met Tara when I was working with a music tour about 5 years ago called Recover or Die. That's where I met Chaz, Kalichi, Chandelier, Twitch. Twitch was involved. There were some other artists as well, but it never materialized. But during the promotions, we offered a scholarship and had a contest, and Tara won. She's from rural Wisconsin, and she was a broken alcoholic with violent tendencies and all the other character defects that come with alcoholism. So if you guys are watching and you're catching us live, you see the live button over here, drop a hashtag live. If you're catching a replay, please drop a hashtag replay. I'm gonna bring Tara on, and she's nervous, guys. Don't judge her. She's gonna do phenomenal. She really is. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm really glad to have you on here. You know that I'm rebuilding my platform. I don't expect a whole lot of viewers, but we're streaming live simultaneously to the Survivor Series with Higgy on YouTube. So the video will be up on YouTube as well as on social media on Facebook. And I'm going to clip out excerpts of this for Instagram and TikTok as well. So we're gonna get your message out. Okay. Nice. I was giving people some feedback about how we met, and it's been almost 5 years at this point, right?
Yep.
Okay. You won a contest, a scholarship to free treatment in South Florida. And you came. What was that like? What was that like for you?
A miracle. Like, I never believed that I could be chosen.
What made you reach out?
I officially had lost everything. Alcohol and drugs took over my family. They took my kids. They took me. Like, I had no idea who I was. I was going to be pretty much homeless. My oldest had to go live with my mom, and like, I knew enough was enough. I was laying in bed scrolling, thinking, okay, if I were to go anywhere for treatment, it couldn't be around here because I guess. Yeah. I mean,
all the triggers, all your experience, everything bad was right there, and you were sitting in it, in the middle of it.
Yeah, and I didn't know what else to do, and I came across the video from Ocean Spirit Recovery after the hurricane, And it kind of just like led me into that. And I filled out I wrote the essay. I did. And I actually wrote it as Aaron and I were going to go pick up the kids from daycare, because unfortunately through all of it, the county had took my rights away from the kids. So they had to go to daycare every day. So I literally was like writing this as we were going to pick up the kids, and lo and behold, this little town of Range.
How many people live in your town in Wisconsin?
Unincorporated.
Unincorporated. It's a village, like a little stop sign, maybe.
Yeah, stop sign, and if you blink, like, you've missed it. You don't even know you went through it.
As embarrassing as this is for you, I'm going to put this picture up here, and I want you to tell us about this lady.
You know, at first, I thought it was super embarrassing just because of like just the physical appearance first. But really, when I think about not just the physical, it was, this lady was depressed. This lady was empty. This lady had like, the only reason she wanted to live was for those drugs and alcohol. Like I felt like I had no reason. I literally like couldn't wait to go to the bar just to drink and just maybe like not be myself, but I could be social with people and just be free and be whoever the hell I wanted to, even though that person was not.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. I'm that person too. I needed that social lubricant to get out of myself, because I hated myself so much.
Yeah.
I always thought I was smarter. I was funnier. I was sexier. You know, I was more forward.
Yeah. I thought I was
more
hot,
forward
man.
and outgoing. I was 10 feet tall and bulletproof, right?
Yes, that's 100%.
So take us for a trip down memory lane. What was it like for you growing up?
I had a great childhood. I grew up in a little bit larger town than what I live in now, but it was still unincorporated. You know, my cousins were my best friends. You know, it was farm life. You know, we swam in lakes. You know, we played in the mud. My school was like a half hour away. You know, I was just that country living. I was involved in 4-H. I showed cattle. I was in a lot of sports, basketball, softball, volleyball, band, choir. So I was super active.
Sounds good and wholesome, right? Like mid country, Midwest living. Yeah. Cowboy boots, shit kickers. Like playing in the creek, in the woods, you know, having all kinds of animals, you know, that sounds wonderful, because I had that life as well.
Yeah.
You know, I rode motorcycles, played in the woods, set fires, bonfires, you know, just it was great. But at what point did you go off the tracks? I mean, where did it all start?
You know, I really want to say that it started with the abandonment of my biological father. I felt like when I was in treatment, that's something that I really tried to work on, because I didn't understand like how someone could just give up. Like how, why? So I feel like well, first I was so grateful and thankful that, my dad now, my stepdad, my dad adopted me. I didn't look at it like a great thing then, because I just didn't think life was fair. So it's like I had like this resentment and this abandonment. So I just felt like I just wanted to do everything on my own.
I get it. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Charles Getter, Chris Cairns, and Maddie Jablonski. Maddie, Tara would be a great guest for the Point of Change as well. She's a fellow Wisconian. Chris, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I think it's Cairns, but I'm not sure. But I would appreciate you guys sharing whatever. But I appreciate you guys being here as well. Thank you. Share it out. Thank you, Maddie. The abandonment issues, how did that manifest in you? Did that take away from your feelings of self-worth? You know,
you always have that wonder. You
Why?
wonder
Why, right?
why, like what about me was just not good enough.
Mhm.
And then I think maybe like 14 or 15, I was on antidepressant and ADHD medicine, and I never wanted to take them. I would snort them. Why? Because that was
At
fun,
what at what age at what age was this? Was this this is your brain? Is your brain on drugs kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe 14. I mean, it was in my younger years.
Mhm.
I was, I did a lot of cutting at that around
Mm.
that age. I actually went to Miller Dewan in Fairview. They're like
I didn't know that about you. That's fascinating.
yep, I went there. I was in foster care for a while on the weekends. And I love my mom dearly, and I'm sure she's probably hurts, to think like maybe what if she could have done something differently. But
Mhm.
if she would have known what to do, I know she would have done it.
Right.
I was a hellion, and like, she did her best. She needed a break, so that's
Sure.
where that foster home came in.
Okay.
Um,
Can we touch on the self-mutilation a little bit?
yeah.
What was that like? I mean, what was the relief that you got from that? Because I'm assuming the physical pain takes away from the mental pain. Was there a
Mm-hmm.
release in that? Or was that an addiction of its own, or how does that work? I'm not clear about that.
I want to say it was that release of pain. Every time, I felt pain, I would cut, or I would also just pop a lot of pills. I remember I took I think it was like 70 Wellibutrin, and
Ooh,
I was seeing sparkly ghosts like no tomorrow.
no
Just
kidding! Wow.
because I just didn't want. I thought my life was horrible. I didn't want
Now
this life.
we I want to do a disclaimer. We're not advocating for anyone to abuse their mental health medication by any means.
Yeah,
This is just a testimony, and there are horrible consequences to doing these things.
yeah, very horrible.
How did you
Um,
get away from the cutting? Did the alcohol take precedence in your life over all of that, or did you use that in conjunction?
it. I don't really remember like when I like was just decided to be done. I would assume that it was when I got older and I found weed or alcohol to cope in another way.
Got you, got you.
Hmm.
Plus, it's not easy to hide the cutting, right?
No, I did it in. I would like write sentences like on my chest, on my thigh, so I know that nobody would ever see. Um,
Sentences. That's
yeah,
intense. That's intense, honey. Damn.
yeah. Um, I did. I remember one day when we were in English class, and one of my girlfriends seen, and she's like, "Seriously," and then she's like, "Let me see that," and I thought
Mm.
I had it all like hidden and stuff, but it wasn't
Mm.
at
Was
all.
it did anyone do an intervention on you at that time?
No,
No.
no, no.
Mm.
It was just that. It was almost like I was just that troubled kid,
And you
you
were going to
know?
do what you wanted to do no matter what, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you were saying this was about the age of 14.
14, 15.
How did your alcoholism progress from that point? How were you able to get alcohol? I was
Uh,
drinking at 12. I mean, I get it, but for others, that may be struggling can relate to drinking as a minor.
yeah, I don't think I started drinking until it was like 16, 17-ish. So the cutting, I mean, it lasted a while. And in that time, that's when I went to
Hey,
Miller
Holly.
Dewan in Fairview. Um, so I mean, it was always just it was a long middle
Mm.
school, beginning of high school. Um, like I said, like everything I did was just like, okay, if I'm hurting or somebody made me mad, it would just be like an instant release just to go self harm.
Instant gratification, right?
Oh, I love instant gratification.
just for
Feel
that
good.
head change, right? I mean, think
Yeah.
of that. I think I'm addicted to that as well. Just
Mhm.
being compulsive, being impulsive, and just wanting what I want without thinking it all the way through. There's consequences to all of that. Um,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So keep going. Tell us how. I mean, you're still very very young.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, let's see. Right out of high school. Well, during high school, I did a lot of drinking and using marijuana. It. I was on the varsity softball team my freshman year. And unfortunately, with my choices of smoking cigarettes, um, they kicked me off. And my thing was that, well, if I can't be in varsity, I don't want to do anything because I know I'm better than that. And unfortunately, I was, but not with my choices that I made. That, two and two don't go together in that point. Um,
Two and two don't make three, right?
right. Absolutely. Um, so I graduated high school. I graduated with my passing grades, you can say. Right outside of high school, when I was 20, I had my first child. um, it was, I was in my partying stage. I lived with my mom. It didn't really matter. I didn't have any responsibilities. So when I got pregnant and had my oldest, it kind of I don't say it would really change. I was ready to get back to the bar because wasn't I was almost 21. Yeah, I was almost 21. So, I hit my 21st, and that's where it kind of like, now I was legal, and I live with my mom. So if she was sleeping, why can't I go out?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kept going and going and going. When Peyton was 6 months old, I met my husband now. We met at a bar because
Go figure.
where else do you meet around here?
Exactly.
um, he was a few years older than me, so getting into a bar was easy because I wasn't 21 yet.
Life's different in the country. Period.
Oh, yeah,
If your parent says you can drink, usually they know the bartender, and if they're involved in any way,
right.
they
And
usually
everybody
let you
knows
slide.
everybody.
I
Yeah,
started drinking in a bar when I was 16. I mean, it's just the way it was. My money's green, and they took it.
yeah, and I tip well.
Yeah.
Actually, when I did hit 21, I couldn't celebrate at any bars because everybody thought I was already 21, so that kind of sucked.
True.
But
I didn't like a whole lot of people anyway. I was more interested in drinking and whatever else I could get into at the time.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I was self-absorbed. Would you define yourself as that as well?
yes,
Like,
I would definitely.
I get it. And when we drink, we become aggressive, right?
Yeah, or I'm vocal. Like everything I think I want to be.
Yeah. I seen a meme one time that said, "Alcohol, you told me that I could dance. I saw the video. You lied."
Right.
Not
What
good.
you
Not a
picture,
good.
what you picture and what reality is two totally different things. It's not what you think, for sure.
No, exactly. And we're not
Yeah.
who we portray ourselves to be either. That liquid courage turns us into some different type of people, other than
Yeah.
who we are. It's truly truly a demon. Lives
Yeah.
within us. And we give it space to live because we don't fill it with anything other than alcohol and drugs.
Right.
I
Right.
get it, man. I get it. You're doing fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
You are. You're very poised. I love it. You're doing great.
Just rolling.
Just roll. Yeah, you're just having a conversation with me, and it's just
Right.
very very comfortable. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Everyone chiming in is commenting as well.
Sweet. I can't wait to read them all.
So take us up to the point that you're reaching out for treatment. You know, you've married your husband at this point, right?
No.
Not yet.
Nope. We
Tell me about that wall behind you right there.
so this wall, you know, during our drinking times, I was the one that I never stopped. I was always on the go. When they say one too many and 1,000 is never enough, we're probably like 2,000, 3,000. You just keep it coming. I would come home and I would have large explosions because I didn't get my way of something, or something was in the wrong place or something. This wall has just been covered up recently because first I need a new paint job. We wanted to switch colors, but that's because it was like polka dotted in white and not white paint. It was white. I know, right? It was white plaster. I remember specifically one night that I had a rage and I took the kitchen chairs and I fired. I swung. I threw them. I threw the kitchen table. And there was holes upon holes. Like, that was my thing to, when I reacted, I punched, I kicked, I threw, and it was literally holes upon holes covered in white plaster.
So what just came to mind was, metaphorically speaking, your home is kind of like your soul. It's patched up. It's looking good now, right?
Yeah, that's what our goal is, because, you know, when I was in school, in my communications class, they asked us to draw a picture of our house, and or something that you love. So I drew the house, but I only drew the outside, and she asked why. And she's like, you didn't draw like anything inside the house. You know, you made the outside all nice and pretty. Why is that? And I got to thinking, like, the minute I walk in this house, there is a bad memory here. There's like, this is where I did this here. And it wasn't like in like long areas. It literally was every single part of this house was destroyed by something that I did when I was under the influence. Right. So as we're like working on to get it, you know, put back together, because like, why do we want to walk in a house like that?
Were you prone to anger and fits of physical violence when you weren't drinking, or was it all powered through the alcohol and drugs?
Yeah, powered through the alcohol and drugs.
I get it. I truly get it.
And I like, it was scary. Like, I hate to be the person on the other side of that person. Like,
yeah. Girl's possessed. She needs an exorcism.
Seriously, it was nuts. It was nuts. There was times where Aaron said he'd look at me and like he could see like there was nothing in my eyes. It's like
you weren't yourself. You weren't yourself. Like, you were consumed.
No.
You know, you were possessed.
Yeah.
I liken my addiction to being possessed, because I am not in control. I am not myself. I don't look like myself. I don't act like, I don't talk like myself. There's nothing about me that's actually there. Everything about me is pushed down under all this ugliness and pain. You know what I mean? And when you went to treatment, you did the work. I was there. I was with you. I spent a week there with you. You were it was a new facility. There was only you and a couple other people or whatever, but you did the work. What was most beneficial for you that helped propel you forward into seeking recovery and thinking that maybe this is the life that I want for myself?
That you guys read my story, and just by reading my story and my struggles, like, you believe that I deserve to get help. Like, I don't.
You took the time to write it. I don't know whether you were under the influence at the time. I was thinking you were, because
I probably was.
How in depth, but it was honest and it was real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's what won you that opportunity, just being gut-wrenchingly honest. And that's a the most vital key in being in recovery is honesty, getting gut-wrenchingly honest with yourself and facing your flaws and your character defects and deciding to move forward. It takes a lot of courage to pull yourself out of that pit of despair and self-loathing. I know. I know.
Yeah, I remember the first line that was written for my essay, and it was, "I never thought this would happen to me." Like, it gives me goosebumps still because I never thought like
Why
I
me?
would. Well, right? Why me?
I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Who did this to me?
Right? Why'd you do this and you do this and you do this? Yes.
Why do you provoke me into violence?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Get out
take
of my
anything.
head.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. So
Yeah.
when you completed treatment, you had a great time. You got to experience Florida on the beach and on the coast in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
Beautiful city,
Yeah.
beautiful water. Just it's very scenic. The where you were staying was beautiful. Pool, just I just everything was beautiful. You left and came back to Wisconsin. What happened then?
Yes. I relapsed. It was I went to a sober living house for a while. It was all girls. In there, we were not allowed to have any contact with any male figures. So on my end, it was super hard, because
At this point, your children in foster care or your parents had?
my oldest, my mom had her, and then the younger two were with Aaron.
Okay.
So it's like,
three children total, right?
Yep. 3 little turds total.
Little terrors.
Yes. No. So I went there and I went to go hang out with Aaron and the kids one night, and I came back and they were not very happy. So, and I, at that point I was like, I can't do this. Like I need to see my kids. I'm not going to go through third party and try to mingle from here to there with Aaron. No. So I literally packed up all my stuff and I sat outside. I had no idea how I was going to get back I didn't even know where I was going. Aaron was not picking me up. So a few hours went by. It was getting cold, and I finally called the town cops, and I said, "Here's the thing, like, I'm staying here. I need a ride. Like, I need a ride. Can you please give me a ride?" And finally, they did. They came to pick me up, and they brought me back here. We were waiting for a call for the homeless shelter, and when I did get the call, Aaron was like, "I can't do it. I can't bring you there."
The town bully is asking
Yeah.
for help. Yeah.
I know.
Former drunken, brawling woman,
Yeah.
Tasmanian devil, is home from treatment, asking the police for help.
Yeah.
And they give it to you. That's great.
Yeah, they did. They brought me home. They helped me load up all my stuff, and I thought it was super weird that I'm just like putting all my stuff in the cop car and I'm getting a ride home. But that's cool because it was really nice of them. Like, they didn't have to because it was in a different town than where I lived. But so that call came for the homeless shelter, and Aaron's like, I can't do it. I cannot drop you off at this homeless shelter. I'm like, well, where the hell am I supposed to go? Like, what am I supposed to do? So I stayed here. We worked on some things, and then I just decided, we need to have a break. Like, it's not really working right now. So, I moved in with a friend, and she was working overnights, and my brain is like, sweet, she works overnights. Yes. Like, perfect. Like, I can get away with a whole lot of stuff now. I
want to give Angela a shout out. And Angela says, "Don't ever forget that you have choices, because when I relapsed, I didn't remember it. Wish I would have made better choices." That's so true. So true. I'm right there with you.
Yes.
We have to remember, even in our deepest, darkest moments, we have choices. And they're not always going to feel good, but we have choices that are going to better us instead of hinder us. I really believe that.
Right.
Please continue.
And so, I moved out. I moved to town, a couple miles away. And I got a job as a manager at a grocery store. I mean, it was a great job. This person who let me live with her, I really screwed her over, unfortunately. And, that's one of those things that I really hope one day that she will forgive me. I know she won't still at this point, but, I really hope that one day we will get there again. But I mean, I don't blame her. I stole from her, I lied to her, I used her, it was just not okay. And so then I relapsed. In that same time, one of a good friend from high school had committed suicide. So my instant reaction was to just get high. That's all I wanted to do.
Yep.
If I could go to work, and nobody would know and whatever. Ooh, that caught up to me real fast.
We think people don't know, but they know.
Right.
Just another lie we tell ourselves, right?
Yeah.
I remember I remember you reaching out to me, and you had just gotten out of jail, and you said, "I don't know if you remember me or not." I'm like, "Yes, I remember you." And you just kind of unloaded, and
yeah.
I thought, "Wow, it's pretty cool." She's reaching out to me, and yeah, I felt real close to you at that point because I'd been through many similar situations like that as well. But you picked yourself up.
Yeah, that was enough. When I was in jail that last time, my daughter had wrote me a letter. She's 14 now, maybe 11-ish, I'm guessing. And she told me that she wanted to end her life. And that was it. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. That's not okay. She has been my rock, and I have been her rock forever and ever. And for her to say that, living at my mom's, I was done. And then I was done. There was no more meth. No more. Done. That was it.
That was the last time you picked up?
Yes. She was 9. She was 9? She was 9.
Is that Aaron?
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron.
He's hiding.
He can come over to get him on the screen with you.
Aaron,
come say hi. This is a family show. Come on, bruh.
Higgy wants to say hi to you. I don't know if you can. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, honey.
Hello.
You're so cute.
Hi.
What's up, Aaron? It's nice to meet you.
How's it going?
I've heard so much about you. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Thank you for taking care of my friend.
over there. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, honey. Hi, say hi. What's your name?
Piper.
Hi. Hey, what's up, Bob? What's your name?
Preston.
Hi, Preston. It's nice to meet you.
It's spelled with a Y. It's spelled with a Y, not an O.
Preston.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I got it.
Okay.
My name's Robin, so.
What?
Robin. Everybody calls me Higgy. Thank God.
Okay. Bye.
Cool.
Bye.
Can I have that back now? Thank you.
Precious. That's precious right there. Jeez. Recovery's worth it,
Yeah,
right?
they were.
Baby should be cool.
Oh, absolutely. They were. I want to say Piper. She was 1, 2, 1
Of what?
when I went to treatment.
I was about 3. She
Yeah.
was 1.
Everybody
I
throw
love
some hearts up.
it.
If you love
I know,
family, you love
yay.
kids, throw some hearts up for these guys. This is amazing.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, they've definitely been my rock.
So we were talking a little bit before we got on the air.
Mm-hmm.
From where you were to where you are now, what happened? How were you able to dig deep into your soul and find that will to fight, to change, to be better, to be a mother, to be a wife, to pursue multiple careers at this point.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
It really was that kickstart to, you know, when Peyton had wrote me that letter, like, I can't do this. Like, what do I have to do? Yeah, you know, I didn't like, I don't go like to meetings or anything. I do every once in a while because I do need that support.
Mm-hmm.
But these 4 people in here, like, the county took the kids away not once but twice. I got them back when I was in Florida, and then they took them away again when I got back. So the thought, no, go away.
Go away.
She was asking if you wanted to buy Girl Scout cookies.
I do. You have to send them. Hey, I don't live that far away anymore. I'm only in Indiana.
No, you don't. Road trip.
I'll take some. You can send them to me.
So that was really it. And then in the mix of just trying to keep going, Aaron and I decided both that we needed to quit drinking. You know, after my 3rd OWI, and rolling a handful of cars, like, it was done. Like, I don't know how many more lives I have in me. So we got sober. In that process, like right in the beginning.
Did you say we got sober? It's a we thing?
Aaron and I, yep. Aaron's about 2 weeks behind me, but we're over 2 years.
How about that?
Yeah, it
that speaks volumes for the type of man he is. You know, besides fighting for keeping his family together, he chose to make a positive lifestyle change to support you. Because if he was still drinking, do you think there's any chance that you would have been able to maintain sobriety?
No, not alcohol. No, there was
I love that guy.
We tried it. We tried it, you know, lots of times, you know, and I would go for like a couple of months, and then I would just like hop right back on, because what else is there to do? You know? But, you know, as we both found sobriety with alcohol, the relationship, like, he literally is my dream man. Like my prince, like, I tell him all the time, and he's like, I know. But I mean, like, I've always known, like, when we were good, we were really good. But when we were bad, we were bad. It was like oil and fire.
Gas and fire, yeah.
Yeah, like, no, none. So we are now.
You fed off each other, good and bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the instigator. Oh, yeah.
Not you. You look too innocent for that.
Ooh, I pushed, and it was violent. It was physical. It was horrible. Like, to where we are now, where we were then to where we are now, it's like we've just, like,
it's another lifetime ago, meshed. Right?
Yeah. It's crazy. You know, we've been together almost 15 years.
Instant chaos just adds substances, right?
Yeah, that's how we met. That's what we did. And that's how we continued. And now that we are both sober, wow. Like, it is so worth it. I mean, like, we have our nitpicks. I don't even remember the last time we had a fight. Like, we communicate. I feel like that is the most.
I've seen all you guys' little farming pictures, and it's like
so
an
much
awesome
fun.
And I'm really sorry that I wasn't at the Recovery Ribbon event. I definitely wanted you to get on stage, be able to share some of your story.
Yeah,
there it is, Diamond Betcher right there. Diamond's art.
And he's coming to Eau Claire, which is only like an hour from my house. I'm so excited.
Which is going to be beautiful, because I'm going to be visiting him as well.
God, I'm so excited.
And I get to hug your neck and whatnot. Okay, so where you are in life is you're a certified welder.
It's called a certified badass.
You're a certified badass. She's all like 5'1", 5'2".
I love it.
That's all. It's so
Freaking
awesome.
love
I
it.
mean, I have nothing but respect for that. But that's not all that you're doing. What that not that that's not impressive all by itself. You know,
Yeah.
in that realm of work, alcohol and substances are around you all the time.
Yeah.
It's a rough
Yeah.
field. It's a rough
Mhm.
field, right?
Yep.
Construction is hard work.
I love it though. I love it. They're like, let me
What-
help you. No, I got this. I got this. If you see me struggle and I can't do anymore, then you can come help me. But I got this.
Casey Janetta says, "So damn proud of you, Tara."
I love you. That is my high school best friend.
That's
Right
awesome.
there.
Thank you for commenting. Chris says, "Wow, I really needed to hear this. Plus, the energy is just so soulful." Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. I want you on here too, Chris.
Me too.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
you've been nominated, brother. Anyways, talk about your side gig, your side hustle, what you're doing, what improvements
Yes.
your work has made in your life and other people. I know what you're doing is benefiting others as well, because I'm on the same track as you with that.
Yeah. So when I was going to school, you know, I remember sitting there one day, like wondering, how can I not be proud of myself? Like, I'm sitting here, I'm almost done with school. I went back to school after all these things. Why am I not proud of myself? Why do I feel like I have not got anywhere? And I had a handful of friends from school that kept posting about this health journey, and to me, I'm thinking like, yep, another health journey.
Thanks for chiming in, Drew. Keep killing it, sister. So amazing and so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. And you know, when I started just like realizing like these people, you know, I went to school with, and if they can do this, like, why can't I? Like, all I have to do is try, you know, like there has to be something. Like I'm stuck. I literally was stuck. And I got a hold of my health coach, Amanda, which she's a godsend. And, you know, I just hopped on full bore, you know, and it's not just, you know, a health program. You really got to work on it's the education behind it. You really have to, yes. Like you can eat all these
Mind,
right
body,
things.
and spirit, right?
Yes. Like I didn't even know. And like what you fuel your body with really like sets your energy and your motivation. I didn't even know. I mean, like you would think, but it's like putting it all together. And
we don't process that stuff. It makes sense when we study it, right?
Yeah.
What we put in our body affects the way we feel about ourselves, how we think about ourselves, and the way we think in general, right?
Yes. And so I just said,
It
you know
just
what?
makes
I got to
sense.
do this. Right. So I said, I got to do this. You know, I started program March, and it wasn't 2 months after that. I was like, you know what? I got a coach. And not because, you know, at first I'm like, okay, how do I be a coach when I don't know all these things about health? Well, people don't want that perfect coach. They want the real coach. They want to know that when you struggle, that you can go to them for help. You know, they want to know that it's not perfection, it is progress. And that's
Always,
all we ask.
just like
Ask.
recovery. It's just like
Yeah.
recovery.
And that's what
Exactly.
I find like working through this journey. It's literally, it reminds me of the four walls all over. You know, you have your health coach, you have your community, which is freaking amazing. You have that education and those tools. And then you have, you know, your everyday life. And
so when we get done, I want you to drop your link in the comments for people that may want to reach out to you, that want to change their lifestyle. You know, I don't have a problem cross promoting. I love it. As a matter of fact, networking. I do the same thing with my Prove It ketones.
Mm-hmm.
It is a package deal. You know, the product is the least of what the benefits are. It's the community. It's the education. It's the networking. It's the leadership development. There's so much that goes into this, and I'm sure your program is very similar.
Yeah, and then, you know, like what you gain out of it. Yeah, you lose. This is what I've lost, but what I've gained is the confidence. Like when I read Broken and Beautiful, like before, I would have been like, broken, oh yeah, beautiful, I don't know about that. But like, I love.
I didn't even know there was a book. I just named this segment that.
Like, I love me. I think I am beautiful and I deserve life. And so does everybody else. Like,
Absolutely.
I never would have been able to say those things about myself until I found this program. Like, I just thank God every
The
day.
final piece of the puzzle, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was missing for so long. You know, we talk
Yeah.
about it, in addiction, we have that void within us that we try to fill with substances and alcohol, you know, just to feel complete. You know, getting clean and sober is just one piece of that puzzle.
Yeah.
You know? Putting that stuff down, we're left with everything else that caused us to use in the first place. So we have to educate ourselves. We have to find things to make ourselves feel worthwhile, you know, and so it's something that takes a little work that gives us some self-worth.
Yes.
How much weight have you lost?
I'm down about 57 pounds ish, and I hover back and forth, but I feel amazing. Like, and I feel confident. Like, I wore a dress for a Christmas party, and I don't wear dresses. Dresses was never my thing. Ever.
You look good in it too, by the way.
Ever. Ever. Like, I remember my mom said for prom, Tara, you're not going to prom. You have to wear a dress or you're not going to prom, because I would prefer to do everyone's hair. And so I had to get a dress. I would have wore blue jeans and a big baggy t-shirt if I could have, but
sure.
And I love it. I love that, you know, I can, you know, be dirty, grummy work girl during the day, and then I can come home and I can clean up and just feel amazing.
You're a complete woman.
Right.
You're a complete woman now.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Right. You have a feeling of self-worth and value. You're a loving and nurturing mother. The kids on here proved how much they love and adore you. You're a wife. You have a professional career. You have a side hustle where you're helping other people, and you don't feel like killing yourself or cutting yourself today.
Yeah.
How about that?
And my, you know, like for my oldest, you know, she definitely went through. She was in some group homes right before or during like the beginning of Aaron and I getting sober. And, you know, I asked her now, like, why did you just change your ways? And she's like, because you and Dad stayed sober. And I'm like, dang. Like,
wow, you're going to make me tear up on that. That's like, crazy good. That's crazy good.
It was so scary. It was like me at 15 with the cutting and just not being okay, you know, in her skin. And, you know, she has past trauma, and like I've been there, you know, so I could relate to her. But like I knew that if I was not sober and didn't stay sober, she would not get better.
Everyone, please go check out Sober is the New Cool on Facebook. Give them a follow. Check them out on Instagram as well. Kim Bellis is amazing. She's loving and supportive, and if there's women out there that are struggling, she's the person to reach out to. She'll be right there for you. She's been there for me for the past year and a half through all of my struggles, loving me the whole way. You know, that's what we do for one another in recovery.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you, Tara.
I love you. I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful.
You were so stressed out, and this turned out so good.
I know. I was stressed out in the beginning, and then I just get rolling, get comfortable. You know.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
I can see podcasting in your host or podcasting in your future.
I've thought about it. Definitely.
You can do it. You can do it. Start doing some video content. You'd be perfect at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn from the best.
Okay. In closing, if there's anyone struggling out there with self-harm, alcoholism, addiction, what words of encouragement would you give this person, female, male, whatever?
Hold on tight, because you're not alone. Reach out. And it will get better if you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it. It's worth it. So worth it. It's not easy, but it's worth it in the end.
One step at a time, right? One foot at a time. 1 minute at a time. 1 second at a time.
Yep.
Just hang on. Just hang on, right?
Yeah. Hang on.
And then when it gets good, hang on.
Right. Oh, you're always hanging on. You were always hanging on.
It's like those videos of those kids on the roller coaster. They're saying at the bottom, this is your spiritual awakening.
Right? That's exactly what it is. Once like good things start happening, it's like, whoa, like, are you sure? Like, is this really happening to me? But yeah, hang on. And you're worth it.
And you're not questioning anymore if you're worth it. That means everything. I deserve this, right?
Right. Like, I deserve good things. I deserve to have anything and everything that I've ever wanted. And I will get there someday. Everything I've wanted.
Slowly but surely,
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. That's right. If you're struggling, please reach out. I mean, please don't relapse tonight. Just hold on. Take it one step at a time, one breath at a time. If you need to reach out, reach out. I mean, there's plenty of people out here that love you and support you. Been down the same path as you.
Yes.
I'm thankful for the online community, being able to share my struggles. My journey's not been smooth by any means, but I'm still here just because people loved me when I couldn't love myself.
Yeah.
And I love you, Tara. You killed it, honey.
Thanks. You rock.
Okay, we're gonna end this. Thank you. We're about 52 minutes in it. I anticipate about 30 minutes, and it just flowed. And I'm grateful. Nice. Thank you for helping me get back in the saddle. The Survivor Series, baby. Here we are. We're back.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. If you would please share this for Tara. She's made an amazing life for herself, and she's come out of the depths of hell to be this beautiful person she is today. Yeah. Thank you, my dear. I'm gonna end this broadcast.
Thank you.
Stay with me, Tara. Love y'all. Bye.
All right. Well.